Hey everybody, hope you had a great trading day. It was a wild one to say the least. Let's just talk about what's going on very, very quickly before we get into the top 5 stocks in 5 minutes. Subscribe to the channel, click notifications because what we go over here is timely. You don't want to be looking at it, a week or two from now. It doesn't hold the same value. So this is really your major support level right here, 383 on the Qs. I'm just going to use the Qs right now and just point this out. Okay, this is really the level that you should be watching. Today's move was not great. This was not ideal, and it's not what you want to see. So you can see this 8 and the 21 are crossing and breaking down. So that makes us a little apprehensive and want to continue doing more shorter term ideas. But let's just jump right into them because they're mixed. We have some longs and shorts, and then one that can either go either way, and I'm going to walk you through that one right now. So AMBA came out with earnings. The earnings were excellent. Let's take a quick moment just to review this, okay? So here you are in the 15-minute, and we just ran up during the day. And what happened? We just completely collapsed and came down. But what's nice about this is you came back down to this level, okay? So now you have a test level where you're at. What's good about that test level is it sets this trade up either way. So what you're going to look for on this trade, what we're really going to strive for, is we're going to try to see if it breaks this. If you break here, okay, you're setting yourself up for a gap fill. If you break 203.34, you're setting yourself up for a gap fill down to this 185 level, okay? Now, if you get over this 207, look at where the open is, okay? You're at 206.75. If you get over 207 and you're considering doing this for a long, which could work, you could work your way back up this tomorrow, okay? Just simply use 203.34 as your stop, okay? That trade can work as well. This is setting up. It's not going to just sit here. It's going to do something. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to capture that move. To me, I think it's going to break, so I'm leaning towards the short side, but I tend to let the stock tell me what it's going to do instead of putting my own personality and, pre-notions on there. ARK, okay, this is just an outright short. Today's was a massive break, and it's setting up ARK for another level. Now, again, I want to be very clear. The positions that I'm talking about, these are short-term trades. This is not a long-term thesis. This is just a short-term trade, but I'm just going to walk you through this because it's somewhat important. Okay, so this downward trend line's been going on for some time. The 200-day is pointing down. The 8 and the 21 are crossing, and we can't get over, or the 21 and the 50 are crossing, and we can't get over the 8. Okay, all you're looking for, very quickly, is to get through the low, 98.56. You get through that low of the day tomorrow and open there, watch 97.22. If you break that, you're looking at a move from 126 down to here, about a 20% move. This could get into the 70s. Okay, that is possible. Realize that, it wasn't that long ago, it was $80. So that is possible. Okay, again, these are trades. mRNA, if you've been following the Twitter account or me on here with the top 5 or the top 10 that we put out on Saturdays, even the pre-morning shows that I'm doing, you know that I've been short this and have been leaning towards shorting it, and I added to the short again today, and it's actually setting up for me to add to it again tomorrow. So as regards to the 8, I really don't care because it's going to treat it like tissue paper. What I'm interested in is this 50-day. And the fact that I closed at the low of the day in the 50-day into a gap that could take me down to here to 294, and a gap that could take me down to here 289, or if I completely gap fill, I'm down to 275. So there's 10% here. Okay, there's the opportunity of 10%. All you're looking for is that low close. Gap below that low close, find my little pattern, I'm putting that trade right back on, okay, and I'm adding to it. I don't see the reason why this is going to reverse. I just don't see it. And the news today about their lawsuit and losing that lawsuit is not ideal. Snow. So after hours, this had excellent earnings. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use pre and post data, and we're going to have to drill into a shorter time frame. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to establish levels that we could utilize to figure out if there's follow through, where we may want to be in this. And let's put this back in. And the light gray areas, you can tell what they are. So this little area right here seems to be where we are trying to hold support, 347.69, okay? What I would argue is that on this 15-minute bar, okay, let's see what happens here. But I'm watching this right here, this 365.80. If you get over this tomorrow, big if, it can go. Other than that, we're going to look for setups in between this as it moves tomorrow. The earnings were spectacular, and it beat all expectations. So this can continue. But let's see, and let's play it accurately. This is the one level that if you open up around, pay attention to. 347.69. This is the second level. Most likely this will be the pivot first, right? I mean, you can see that. Let me drill into this very quickly. So, see that level? That's what you're looking for. See how you're closing above it, right? You're forming a flag after hours. That's pretty much what you want to see. So if you get above that, the previous day high, there's a chance that it's just going to rip tomorrow. And you have some room here if that happens. Look at this, right? I mean, let's get rid of the pre and post, right? If you get up through that 347, I mean, you could get up to this 366, 367. There's potential there. VRTX. So they had very good news about one of their drugs for kidney disorder. And it's pretty much what people are looking for with these kinds of names. Let me just show you this. Here's your downtrend, and you've broke your downtrend here, but you never got above a higher high. Come back down, test it, broke out today, higher high. This was a confirmation move today. And this is a perfect kind of stock that's not going to be affected by what's going on in the market. It's going to be affected by what it's doing, right? 205.85. Get over 205.85. And we could possibly see this push higher. I think you're going to see it push higher. If it does that, you should push to this level. That's where you should be looking to push to, right around there. I do like this, and I'm going to run through the SPY real quick, just for everybody. I just want to go through this, what's on my mind. Please share this video and comment on what other educational videos you want, but especially share it. I don't run ads purposely, and I really want people to get a feeling for what's going on out there. So I'm just going to take a couple seconds and run through this, okay? This is the SPY, and I think it's worth doing very quickly. You broke the 50-day, okay? It's very clear that you broke. You need to be aware that you broke not only the 50-day today, but that you broke this, okay? So if your trades that you're putting on tomorrow and they're not working, you need to get out of those trades, and this is major support. If you don't know how to look at major support, look at the videos below. They'll show you how to do support and resistance lines. It's very important that you understand how to do support and resistance lines in this kind of environment. Also understanding the candlesticks and relative strengths, not a bad idea right now. Have a great night, everybody. Trade sharp.